Hello guys, good afternoon everybody. Again, welcome back to my channel. This is Pete TV and of course your host, yours truly. My name is Pete and I am your digital influencer, your life coach and your mentor and of course your friend and your teacher. You know guys, tonight I'll be talking about parenting. I have the tips and I did my own research and readings how to be an effective parent, a mother, a father, a guardian if you're still single to your nieces and nephews and to your relatives. Guys, everybody is a child to someone, okay? All of us are actually a child or a kid to our parents, but not everybody is a parent or parents. So today I'll be talking about this, how to be a good parent or parents, how to be a good mother or father to your kids. Well, these are just actually guidelines and tips. Why? Because being a parent is actually being unique, because we have different approach how to deal with our kids, how to raise them, and how to take care of them. So don't be like feeling bad or feeling like, oh, this speed is actually teaching us how to be a good parent or something like that. But mainly because this is actually a guideline in order for you to be effectively be a very good parent to your kids. And this information is actually based on my readings and my research. If you don't agree with me, then that would be fine. Why? Because we are actually entitled with our own opinions. Okay? We have the right to expressions, we have the right to speech, and of course, that is actually promulgated, being protected by our Constitution. That is our constitutional right, to express ourselves, to be heard, and to explain whatever we have in our minds, in our brain. Okay? So again, this is just a guideline. This is just an advice. If you don't take it, if you don't like it, then so be it. Okay? As mentioned earlier, that everybody is a child. Everybody is a child to somebody, okay? But not all people are actually parents, or not all people is actually a mother or a father. Like me, I'm single, right? But why I'm giving this advice? Well, in order to help you. Because I do believe that I can influence people to be good and to be better. So number one, of course, as a parent, as a mother, or as a father, it is actually our obligation to provide the basic needs. And last time it was three, right? We have the clothing, the shelter, and of course the food. Of course, number one is food, right? So we have the food, clothing, and shelter. But nowadays, we should include four. So we have four basic needs that we must provide no matter what to our family, to our children. So we have food, clothing, shelter, and of course, the education. So no matter what, if you're a mother or a father or a parent, you must provide these four basic needs in order to nurture, to raise your children. Okay, and aside from that, it's a given fact that you have to provide those, right? So I have these following guidelines how to be effectively managing or taking care of your own family. So number one, guys, okay, you have to give your child or your kids this love and affection. Okay, that's number one. How to show it, how to show your love, because my mom is not that being so expressive when it comes to that. And in fact, I am the one who is teaching her how to say I love you after the call, or when you're talking to your parents, you have to say I love you, I miss you, something to that effect, because my mom is not that expressive when it comes to that. then I actually told her like, Mom, you have to say that I love you to your kids. It's a must, okay? So how to show love or affection to your children? So you have to cuddle them softly. Of course, you have to hug them. You have to kiss them, hug, and then give unconditional love and love them no matter what. That's the number one rule. There must be an affection and love to your children, no matter what. Second, okay, how to be an effective parent is you have to praise your children. You have to appreciate them and admire them. So I have a question. What do you think is the difference between uh, appreciate and admire? Okay, the difference is that admire is means you are loving a person, while appreciating is actually you appreciate a thing or you appreciate that what he or she is doing. So appreciate the thing and admire a person. I admire you as a person, then I appreciate those things you are doing as a person, and that's the difference, okay? You have to praise your kids about their talents, their intelligence, their skills, and of course their school activities. Be proud of them. Of course, your kids are actually it's the extension of yourself. Okay, it's actually the mirror. It's the reflection of yourself. But remember that you don't actually own your kids. Why? They have their own life. You are just actually giving them the highway or the path, but you cannot drive their life. You're just giving them the signs. Of course, for example, the road, right? So it's the car, your kids. You cannot drive them, but you can guide them. Okay, number 3. This is important. Why? Because most parents are actually doing this one. And it's a big no-no. When I become a parent or a father, I will not do it to my kids. Why? Because we are individuals and we are unique. What is this? Guys, my dearest parents, mother and father, dad and mom, papa and mama, never ever compare your children to others, okay? Especially to siblings. Stop or never compare your eldest born, your child, to your youngest, or to your youngest to the middle child. Never ever compare your kids. Why? Because they are unique. They are individuals. They have their own life. They have their own interests. They have their own intelligence. They have different levels of thinking. They have different levels of skills, ability and capabilities, skills and talent. So never ever compare your kids. That is important. Each child, guys, is unique and it's an individual. So celebrate their differences. Again, you have to celebrate their differences and support what are they into, their heart's desire and interest. Okay, that's the rule. Never compare your children, especially for their own siblings. Next, this is another important guideline how to become a good parent, okay? Guys, you must listen to your children. Let them speak. Let them express what they have in their minds. Do not underestimate their intelligence and capacity. Millennials, they are very smart and they are very, very smart kids nowadays. So never ever underestimate your children. Let them speak. Of course, still with respect, still with a soft, mellow voice, and never shout to of course, the kids. Don't shout to your parents. You can express, but in a mellow, soft voice. Okay? Next, for parents, but for OFW, I think this would be something like not applicable. But I am so sad that, some parents are OFW, like even my sister, right? I know she loves her family, her kids so much. But, being an OFW, so I think it's an exemption. Well, there's internet, you can contact your children. So number 5, how to be an effective parent or mother or father is that you have to make time for your children. Attend their school activities when they needed it most. Spend time with them individually. So you have to spend quality time with them. Of course, you have to ask them what are their wants, or even especially their needs, in school, something like that. Next, guys, my dearest mom and dad, be there for their milestones. Like, they have their ballet recital, they have this dance recital, or different competitions in school, graduation day, or there's being a champion or a winner of a particular competition, or a birthday, or any special momentous event. Every milestone of your kid or your child, you must be there to support them all the way. Okay, next, enforce, guys, what is the reasonable guidelines and rules at home. Not too strict, and not lousy, and not tolerant. So your kid is something like a small bird, When you press the bird too much, then the bird will actually be killed or die. But when you let go of your child, it will actually fly, and then maybe maglayas, di ba? So being a mother or a father, you must be in between, not too strict and not too being very tolerant. Okay? Enforce reasonable guidelines and rules at home. Next, be consistent. Enforce same rules all the time. Like, for example, they're going somewhere, like, it's okay, you can go, but next time say, oh, you cannot go, or something like that. So you have to be consistent in your rules. Okay? Next, for partners, like the husband and the wife, okay, be united in front of your kids. Both the mom and the dad must agree on something. For example, your child, right, asking for an iPhone, and then the mom said, oh, we cannot give you because we have this particular project, or we have this important something to buy, right? Then your dad said, okay, you can buy an iPhone. So the child would be having this conflicting of idea, like, who I will follow. Like, my mom is okay, then my dad is not. So guys, the mom and dad must be united in front of your kids. When the mom says no, the dad as well says no. When it's yes, then both must be yes, not yes or no. It's a very important aspect. Okay? Unity between the partners. Next, guys, this is also important. Teach your kids to be independent. Do not actually, spoil them. Maybe you can spoil in a while, but not too much. Teach them to be independent. Most especially when they're already like legal age, 18 years old, 19 or 20, then you have to give them the trust in order for them to have their own judgment, whatever path they wanted to take. Okay? Never ever spoil your kids. Why? Because if you will spoil them when they grow up, then maybe they will be the one going to make you happy, right? It's not good. Next, being a mother or a father or a parent, you must be a role model to your kids. Okay? Why? Because a child is something like a sponge. Everything he will absorb it, whether it's good or bad. So if you're a father and you keep on drinking and smoking, doing bad habits like drugs or something, then your children will think that, oh, I think it's okay to be, using drugs or drug abuse because my dad is actually doing that. Or it's okay for me to smoke because my dad is also smoking, or my mom is smoking or drinking too much. So be a good role model to your children. And last but not the least, guys, actually there are so many guidelines, but I only pick the important ones, okay? Let your children make their own mistakes and learn from it. Life is a great teacher, and experience is the best teacher. If not, it's the only teacher. So let your children make their own mistakes and learn from it. Life is a great teacher, and experience is actually the best teacher. Again, guys, if you're planning to be, getting married, so you must follow the guidelines. Like, you have to be adorable, to be a role model to your kids. Thank you so much again for watching, and of course, please do not forget to share this video so that more people will be learning from my YouTube channel, Pete TV. Okay, and don't forget to comment down below. It's hashtag Pete TV, hashtag KMJS, and hashtag digital influencer. Again, my name is Pete. I am your digital teacher, your life coach, and your mentor, and your digital influencer. Again, guys, be blessed to bless others. You have to think and grow rich, grow and give, and the secret of living is actually giving. Be blessed to bless more and more and more people. I have to go now. See you tonight. Bye bye. Thank you.